Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video we are going to be talking about the best time to start antenatal when you discover that you are pregnant and what to expect when you get to your first doctor's appointment or your first antenatal class. So once you miss your period and then you take a test and it shows positive to pregnancy, you know, for those of you who are new to everything concerning motherhood, fertility, childbirth, you buy the test strip in the pharmacy. Sorry, I didn't bring it. I would have brought a pregnancy test strip, but I'll try to link it here so that you can see, but I'm sure everybody knows what a pregnancy test is. So you test, you pee and then you dip it in your urine, and then when you bring it out, you put it for at least 3 minutes and you bring it out. It's supposed to show 2 lines that are red. If it is only 1 line, it shows that you're not pregnant or your pregnancy have not progressed to show in your urine. If it is 2 lines, even if it's very faint, it shows that you are pregnant. So you are supposed to know how far gone you are so that you can be able to know the right time to go to the hospital, but that is in another video. I will link the video down on this video so that you'll be able to watch that particular video and know how to count your pregnancy week by week. Pregnancy is counted in weeks because baby development happens every week. So once you know how far gone you are, you go in for your first appointment around 7 to 9 weeks of pregnant. When you're about 7 to 9 weeks, that's the right time to go in for your first appointment, because that is if you are not bleeding, if you don't have any major concerns. It's just that you tested positive to pregnancy. You just get Pregnant Care Plus. You get it in any pharmacy in Nigeria, and if you are in UK, because it's a UK drug, you get it there. So you'll be taking 1 per day. There are 2 inside. I think 1 is orange, 1 is oil. So you take one once a day. So once you go in on your 7th week pregnancy appointment, you can go in whether when you are 7 weeks or when you are 9 weeks, because it is the right time to go to the hospital that time, because that time they can be able to see your baby on scan and see the baby's heartbeat. If you go earlier than 7 weeks, they might just see a reaction in the womb, except for people who have done IUI and IVF. If it's a natural conception, they might see a reaction in the womb which is showing that your period is about to come, or you are going down with a fibroid. So they might not really know. Some people will tell you uprightly that you are not pregnant, but when you go from 7 weeks to 9 weeks, personally advise 9 weeks, so that they can be able to see the baby. They can be able to, at 9 weeks, you can be able to hear the heartbeat as well. You can be able to hear the heartbeat as well, and you see your baby on the scan, and it's the most beautiful sight to behold. Is the most beautiful drum you hear, the bing bing bing. When you hear it, as if it's heaven that they've opened for you to enter. So when you go at the time that this can happen, you'll be very, very happy. So those are the right time to go in for your doctor's appointment, the first doctor's appointment when you discover you're pregnant. So what to expect on the first doctor's visit or antenatal visit? I say first doctor or antenatal visit because first of all, they will book you on a doctor's appointment. You go into the hospital, go to the receptionist desk and tell them you are here for, you're pregnant and then you want to see a doctor. So they will book you for appointment. So it happens for different hospitals, it happens differently. I'm talking about people that live in Nigeria or maybe Africa, but I'm tailoring it to Nigeria because I live in Nigeria, so I know more about my country. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm talking about Nigeria specifically. If you don't live in Nigeria, it might be similar to your country, but maybe a bit of little changes from here and there, differences. So for Nigerian hospitals, they approach it differently. Number one, for let's say for private hospitals, very good private hospitals, first of all, you will go in and your days for antenatal are different from your doctor's appointment days. So that's why I was saying antenatal day or doctor visit day. So for private hospitals, some private hospitals, what they will do is you go to see a doctor first. They'll book you an appointment to see the doctor. The first thing you see the doctor, he will ask you is, when was your last period? That is the first day of your last period. When did the period start? That day it started, that you didn't see your period till today and you discover you're pregnant. They will ask you, that's the first question. So for every woman that is trying to conceive, please, you need to know when your last period started. Even if you don't have anything, mark the calendar. If you started on the 18th of May, on the 10th of June, on the 1st of March, just cycle the calendar and write period, all right, blood. So that when you go to the hospital and they ask you, when was the first day of your last period, you say, the first day of my last period was on the 2nd or 3rd of May 2023. That way the doctor will be able to know how far gone you are. That's the first thing the doctor will ask you. That's the first question. The second question might be, how old are you? Have you been pregnant before? Have you been pregnant before? And they want to find out if you have, if you are high risk. If you have been pregnant before, they will want to find out, how was the pregnancy? Was it high risk? At how many weeks did you deliver the baby? Was the pregnancy, did you deliver through CS or through vagina? If it was CS, was it an emergency CS? These are the questions the doctor will be asking you on your first doctor's visit appointment when you discover you're pregnant. They will ask you if you have high blood pressure, diabetes, or if your husband have high blood pressure or diabetes, if there are traces of cancer in your house, in your husband's house. They will ask if anybody in your family, especially your maternal side, have high blood pressure, have cancer, have diabetes, suffer arthritis, like any ailment at all. They will ask, the doctor will examine you first. Then after all these questions, he will be typing on his computer. If he or she does not have a computer, they will be writing everything you are saying in the file. You need to know everything you are saying. If you don't know, say you are not sure, because any answer you give will be used against you in the court of law. It won't be used against you, but that's the information they'll be working with. Anytime you have a complaint, they will refer back to what you have told them to be able to help you better. So you don't need to go there and lie. Some people, they are 40 years, they go there and say, I'm 20. You are risking your life and your baby's life, because something that would have happened to you that the doctor will say, no. This is a high risk pregnancy because it's a maternal advanced age. They will say, no, she's just 20 and she will be fine. Then you end up losing your life or losing your child or having a very, very big complication. So the doctor would say you should lie down, because every doctor's office is supposed to have a side bed. 99.9% of doctors have a bed by the side. So the doctor will say you should lie down. He will say, bring out your tongue. He will open your eye and see. He will look at your palm, and then he will use a Doppler to check the baby's heartbeat from this side to hear the baby's heartbeat. And then some doctors have scan machine in their office, so they can request. He can say, okay, just let me quickly check and see what is happening in your womb, before they will even send you out for a bigger scan, or some will not even send you for scan again. But generally, if they have scan in their office, they will check you. And before you even get to see the doctor, the nurses will take your vitals. Like, they will check your high blood pressure, they will check your height. I don't know what the height is for. They will ask you a couple of questions, whether you have discomfort or the rest, and then they will take you to the doctor's office before you go. But even when you get to the doctor's office, you look at your height, you look at what the nurses have brought, and he'll still ask you all these questions. And then he will now refer you to the lab to take he will refer you to the lab to do some tests. But you see, those people in the lab, they used to finish your blood. Like, they will almost collect all the blood in your body. Like, when I'm pregnant and they're collecting the blood, I'll say, I'm pregnant. You should collect all now. What will remain for me and my baby? So they will collect plenty blood to check your blood sugar level, hepatitis A, B, C. If there's D, they will check D. They will check your blood group, they will check your genotype, because it's very important. They check you for HIV and AIDS, and they will check everything. So they'll collect a lot of blood. They'll collect your urine to check whether you have glucose, you have protein in your urine. That's to show that whether you are coming down with gestational diabetes. They'll check for infection in that your urine. And then before you leave the doctor's office, he will tell you to go and book for another appointment when next you are coming. And then in this kind of hospitals, your doctor's appointment days are different from your antenatal days. Like for me, when I was doing antenatal with my first pregnancy, my antenatal days were every Tuesdays, but my hospital appointment days for private hospitals, some hospitals we say be coming in every 3 weeks to see the doctor, but your antenatal classes are every 2 weeks. That is from the beginning of the pregnancy. Then for government hospitals now, your first day of visit, you are not going to see the doctor straight. You are going to see the nurses. They take your vitals, they check your urine, they check your height, they will write your name in the form, and then you sit according to, you sit down, but they'll give numbers according to who first come. And then they will do antenatal classes first. They'll tell you about what to expect. There are different topics. Some what to expect in pregnancy, how to take care of your breast before your baby comes. Just a lot of different things. How to do family planning after baby so that you don't get pregnant immediately. So these are the things they will be teaching in the class. Then after the class, sometimes the class goes for like 1 hour, 2 hours. There are plenty people, up to 70 people, some 100 women, pregnant women, different categories, different designs of beautiful mummies with their bellies, big, small, mighty bellies. And then after that, they will now put the files. So they'll be seeing the doctor according to who first come. It doesn't matter if it's your 4th pregnancy, your 100th pregnancy, your first pregnancy. You'll be seeing the doctor according to who first come. But this is your first day coming to the hospital for antenatal, but for doctor's appointment, but you done antenatal already, because that is a government hospital. That's how they do there. So now another thing is, if there are plenty doctors, like in National Hospital Abuja, Nigeria, there are plenty doctors that are going to attend to you people, because you people are plenty. So they'll put different files in different doctors' office. So at times, somebody that came 3 hours after you came might even see doctor and even go to hospital or market and go home and be sleeping. You still be there. You might even leave late, very late, because the doctor that is attending to you, maybe when they were packing the files, your file was very down, or he or she is very slow, or they had an emergency case that they have to leave office and take the person to the theater or whatever. But if you happen to find your luck in somebody that fall in that category, the person that even came late and you were early will go home before you. So it is when in government hospitals, it is when you now finally meet the doctor that the doctor will now start asking you these questions. That in private hospital, you first saw the doctor, he asked you, sent you to the lab before you even started antenatal. For government hospital, the reverse is the case. You start antenatal, you go and see the doctor, then the doctor will send you to the lab. You collect a form. Then when you collect the form, that's when you now go to the lab and then start giving blood, start doing everything. With private hospital, the doctor will even send you for a scan on that first day. But with government hospital, they will give you a form. They will give you a form for scan. They'll give you different forms. Hepatitis form will be different. Like, they will just stress you with plenty forms. Then when you get there, you will do the test. They'll collect your blood for all those different tests, and then when you now finally make it to the scan room, they might give you an appointment in 3 months time. And peradventure you go outside to do the scan, they will tell you they don't want that scan, is not valid until you bring the hospital soon. So you are here for 5 months pregnant, while your doctor has not seen your scan, has not seen how your baby is doing. The doctor is only examining your belly when you go there, use a tape to measure you, They don't even have a Doppler. Some government hospitals don't even have Dopplers like you have in private hospital to check baby. They will carry that thing like stick, put on your and try to hear like, God help us in Nigeria though. So they will now check you. You go. Sometimes if you are lucky, your scan appointment will be in 3 months or 2 weeks. Then you come and then you do a scan. They won't give you. They will forward it to the doctor. When you come, the doctor will be looking at it and be talking to you. Those are the things that go on your first day of doctor's appointment / antenatal. Depends on where you are going to, and then that is the right time to go in for your first antenatal. So I hope this video helps someone. Please stay tuned, subscribe to my YouTube channel. You come here every Sunday for new content like this and for fertility tips as well. Thank you all, and I'll see you again in my next video. Bye.